heading to a place called Tom's.
A lot of folks told us we had to come check out the rib tips.
And that was a tip worth chasing, because all these years later, the place is still smoking. This is Tom's Barbecue.
Beef brisket for Triple D Nation.
I've been coming to Tom's Barbecue for a long, long time.
Now that I've had this, I don't think I have to go to any place else in Memphis.
Brisket plate coming out.
So I heard Tom's is on Triple D. I had to be here.
Memphis barbecue is hard to beat, and Memphis barbecue can't beat Tom's.
Tom's might be the name of the game, but the flavor is coming from Adam Itayam, who bought the joint from its namesake in 1995 and kept a lot of the stuff the same.
That's rib tip, cut from the loin. St. Louis style button bone rib tip.
This is the loin, and this is the rib. Where's this tip coming from?
It's shaved right on the top, at an angle.
How many pounds of this do you go through in a week?
Over 500 pounds. We take the rub.
Okay. Just enough to throw a little flavor on it.
Exactly.
Now, this is gonna marinate for another 24 hours?
This will marinate for 24 hours.
Let's put it night-night.
All right.
That's beautiful.
Open the pit up, just throw them out.
You know that's a hot grill. Now, how long does it take to cook these?
An hour and a half, 2 hours.
Look at that. Now, is there an art to doing this?
Just pick out the bone.
It's super tender.
And it's not a rib.
It's not rib meat.
No.
It's loin meat with rib. Ugh. Great spice. You can taste the pork. I've had a lot of barbecue, but this little snack right here might be some of the best barbecue.
I have talked about those rib tips. I have told more people about them, people that haven't even seen the show.
Always so tender. You cannot explain the excellence that's put into that flavor. So good.
I'm in like some kind of a popcorn coma. I'm hanging out with Chef Brian at South of Beale in Memphis. Dude, what have you done to me? I've never eaten that much popcorn in my life. Seriously, tell them to take it away. Hopefully we're on to something nice and light now.
We're gonna do a Jack and Coke bread pudding.
During commercial, he whispered and said, "You want a Jack and Coke?" I'm like, right on. You didn't say anything about bread pudding. Fire it up, what do we got?
All right, first we're gonna make our custard base for our bread pudding.
Yes, we
We're
are.
gonna take our egg yolks and then some sugar, heavy cream, and then we make a Coca-Cola reduction.
So you take the syrup of cola, reduce it down
Yes.
so it turns into this true syrup. Now it's almost like molasses. And mix that all together to make the custard that's gonna go over the top
Yes.
of this. Okay. And what breads do we have in here?
We've got a hula bread, which is a sweeter
Sweet
Hawaiian bread.
okay.
We've got just a regular old hoagie roll. We're dump our bread in, add our custard that we just made. And now we're gonna smash our bread down so it soaks up all of the custard.
Okay.
We're gonna cover in foil.
Right.
Cook it off in the oven at about 350 for about an hour, hour and a half.
Pull it out. When's the Jack Daniels get invited to
Now
this
that's
party?
the next step.
So we've got a ice cream maker with frozen insides, and this is gonna be nice, quick, and fast. Let's see it.
So for our ice cream base, it's gonna be milk, heavy cream, some sugar, and then our old buddy Jack here. Gonna kind of hang out for a little bit.
Looking good. There you go. Nice job.
Give it a little stir. Now we're gonna add our base to the ice cream mixer. Yeah, we can turn it on now.
That's all she wrote, huh?
That's all she wrote.
How long is this gonna run?
That should run for about 20, 30 minutes. This will make us about 2 quarts.
Nice.
Now we're gonna put our ice cream in the freezer for about 2 to 3 hours to finish hardening. We're gonna take our cooked bread pudding, get a little piece ready to go. We're gonna take our ice cream, throw you a big scoop on top. How about that?
Yeah.
Then we're gonna finish it with our cola syrup that we did. It's ready to go.
Nice. Wow, who would have thunk? You got nothing wrong with this, buddy. You got great cream. The brain freeze. I don't like when bread puddings gets all mushy, mushy, mushy. It's got a nice crunch on the bottom, nice crunch on the top. So you got great flavor in it. You definitely pick up the Jack Daniels in the ice cream, and then the cola syrup over the top of that just brings it right back home.
I'm here in Memphis, Tennessee, on Main Street, just south of Beale, and I'm here to... Wait a second. South of Beale? You ever have a triple D deja vu? That'd be like a quadruple D, not a triple D. Because I bet you, I have been here before, but it was called South of Beale. That's the South of Beale. Look, am I getting punked? Is somebody coming out here right now? I'm here to check out a noodle joint that's hand-making their noodles, doing the bomb ramen and dumplings. It's right here. This is good fortune company. But I'm telling you,
1 minute on chicken for chicken rice bowl.
I haven't seen anything like good fortune. You know, it's been good to my stomach.
Cocoa curry for bar 11.
The fresh ingredients, the handmade noodles.
Memphis meets Southeast Asian. If you know the city, we do mixes together really well.
yes, you do. That is a very Memphis style and attitude. And the stamp said Sarah Sty and Arturo Layton were anxious to take on.
Arturo and I are inspired by Japanese ramen, but our flavors come from all around Asia.
And then you kind of take your own liberties from that.
Yeah.
Big city bowl for you?
I had the Big City. It's a chicken and chicken broth sort of noodle dish.
I mean, I could just drink that broth.
The noodles, of course, are obviously different than any other ramen shop.
This will make the noodles for the ramen.
Exactly.
It'll fit in the Camaro.
So this is high gluten flour. And then over here, we have our alkali solution, potassium carbonate and sodium carbonate, and it's just going to change the...
Molecular structure of the noodle?
Exactly. We put salt in there, and then we pretty much just whisk it. So then we start it, and there's teeny holes right here. It's gonna mix for 10 minutes.
And then from there,
Shooting and feeding.
this actually looks like we're making biscuit dough. The compression of this machine, you get sucked into that thing, you're dead.
That's why I keep my hair back.
Me too.
We feed slowly, and it starts to come out the end.
I see it.
Then we feed it onto our roller here.
Wow, that's like leather,
Put one here,
right?
another one there, join them together, and keep feeding about 2 more times. Then it's cutting it. And then you catch,
It cuts it for you, dusts it for you.
rest them overnight, and then we cook them.
I assume we're into broth.
These are chicken backs, water, and it boils hard for about 15 minutes.
Got it.
We'll skim it super well. We'll lower the temp. It'll stay at 160 degrees for about 5 hours.
That's it.
That's it. So we are cooking chicken thigh. Everything is pretty simple until we reach the Flavor Town step.
That's now a reference in culinary terms when you reach the Flavor Town step.
Sugar, salt, and let the chicken thighs rest there overnight. Par bake at a really low temperature, cool it for service, and then when we're ready, we'll deep dry it.
We're just gonna put a crisp on it. What are we making now, chef?
Shoyu tare. Shoyu is how you say soy sauce in Japanese. Then we go in with sake and mirin, dried shiitake mushrooms.
Shiitake mushrooms, got it.
Niboshi, dried anchovies.
Okay.
And this is kombu. It's a type of dried kelp. After it's been infused for a month, we heat it.
And what's gonna happen from here?
We're gonna add everything to the pot, cook for 10 to 15 minutes, then we're taking our kombu out. Bonita flake is going in with the brown sugar and salt. Simmer that for about 20 minutes, and then strain everything off.
We got a lot going on. The duck fat.
Infuse the ginger. This is our marinated menma, bamboo shoots.
That's what I thought. How did we do that?
Slice the menma and marinate it overnight with sesame, soy, sake, and mirin. Now that our noodles have been rested overnight, we're gonna cook them for 2 minutes and build our bowl. Start with 1 ounce of shoyu tare,
I'd eat that all day.
the duck fat, hondashi, and salt. Then
Got it.
we're gonna go in with our chicken broth. Noodles are ready.
Awesome.
We go in with chicken, our boiled corn, the menma in there, thinly sliced scallions, nice hard-boiled egg.
I like how you put the egg right towards me, saving the egg for you. Gosh, this is good.
The real ones, slurp.
I did it right then.
Yeah, you did pretty good.
All right, I'm not
Yeah.
bad. The chicken is crispy on the outside, tender on the inside, almost like it was sous vide. The broth is delicious. I've never had the fresh made bamboo. That's amazing. Lights out.
Noodles going in broth for the big city.
When you bite into those noodles, just biting almost into a cloud.
It warms your heart, it warms your spirit up.
That's a highlight reel right there. Do you need a spotter here? Someone with a drop cloth or something?
Crawfish for bar 5.
Crawfish dumplings are the best. And just breaking that thing open and then dipping it in that great sauce. It's wonderful.
What do you got for me?
We're gonna start with some cream cheese.
Maybe we're making a shrimp rangoon or something.
It is actually inspired by the Rangoon.
Ha-ha!
Whip up our cream cheese just till it's a little bit more malleable. Fish sauce, lime juice, lime zest, Thai basil, salt, and we're gonna mix this up.
All right, we've got this.
We're gonna add in our crawfish. Mix it just till everything is folded in together. So this is the dumpling wrappers that we've made. Tapioca starch in between the layers.
Keeps them from sticking.
Then we have our circle cutter here, shape our dumpling. So we put a little water just to help seal it on the side. Fold in half. We do a little pleat on the end.
And what gets served with this?
Sweet chili sauce on the side.
Of course, you make that.
Yes.
Of course she does.
Water, rice wine vinegar, lime juice,
Brown sugar,
white sugar, Korean chili flakes,
little salt.
soy sauce, sambal. Bring that up to a boil, whisk it well. Finish it with a cornstarch slurry.
You said it's a togarashi seasoning that we're going to make?
Yes. Red citron peppercorn, black sesame seed, white sesame, mustard seed, and toast that off and let it cool. Put it in the grinder. Then we're going to combine with garlic powder, orange peel, ground nori, gochugaru, and then it'll be ready.
Got it.
We've got our crawfish dumplings that we've fried up. Toss it in our togarashi spice blend, and there we go.
There you go. Oh, I like the little lime zest in there. The togarashi seasoning on the outside is awesome. You can really taste the crawfish in there. And everything right down to the sweet chili sauce as dynamite. Well done. How about a place that's doing Memphis and Caribbean together? I said, that's my kind of place. This is Trap Fusion.
Order up jambalaya pasta.
This place is the fire.
You have your southern cuisine with a gourmet twist to it.
I got a Cajun fish and grits.
It's like a melting pot of everything.
From best friends Jason Gardner and Markeith McCoy, who are pushing the limits on flavor.
Trap Fusion, take risk and prosper. The fusion part comes from being able to take recipes and just make them our own. And we travel the world and we eat.
Where do you like to go?
You name it, we probably
California.
Just left California, actually.
Where were you?
We was in LA for Beyonce.
Nice. How do you guys know each other?
We met in college and we wrote a menu about 15 years ago at his kitchen table.
First, you're gonna get a little hint of that Memphis smoke, and then we're gonna take it and twist it a little bit to the Caribbean style. Lamb chops getting ready for grill top.
Today I had the jerk lamb chops. Jerk on lamb is definitely different.
It was similar to a barbecue, and they were so good.
This is how we start our lamb chops. We're rubbing it with the lime, man. We got those good and clean. Gonna make our lamb marinade, water, Himalayan salt, black peppercorn, paprika, and onion powder.
A little pureed garlic?
Yes, sir. Soy sauce, olive oil. Mix it up, add the rack of lamb.
How long are we gonna marinate these for?
24 hours. Next, we're gonna make our lamb rub. Cayenne, black pepper, pink Himalayan salt again, garlic, rosemary, thyme. We're gonna season the lamb on the sheet tray. Smoke these 275 for about 4 hours. Bring it back in, slice it. We're gonna hold it for service.
What's up next?
Jerk marinade. This is gonna be used in the jerk reduction.
Got it.
Green onions and thyme. Add a little water to that. With scotch bonnets. Olive oil, allspice, nutmeg, black butcher peppercorn, the Himalayan salt.
A little more soy sauce. Got it. All right, Beyonce, let me ask you this.
Okay, come on, Frosty Tips.
Maybe it's our band name. Beyonce and Frosty Tips. All right, so what are we doing with this?
This is gonna be going into our jerk reduction.
Got it.
Orange juice, thyme, a little rosemary, onion powder, Caribbean seasoning, granulated garlic, brown sugar, a pinch of the fresh jerk marinade we just made, pimento berries, and then we'll simmer that for 2 to 3 minutes. And then we're good. Add the seared lamb chops, some of that jerk reduction. This is gonna be played with cabbage, squash, and zucchini, garnished with parsley. Come on, Frosty Tips. There you go. Ooh, Frosty.
You gotta put a ring on it.
Ah, he got me again. Ugh.
There's one thing that lamb's not missing. Flavor. You have packed it in there, my friend. That's like 10 buddies going to one concert in a Honda. The smoke is great. Taste the lamb. You definitely know it's jerk. You definitely know it has smoke, but you're kind of like bringing 3 flavors all together to the center, and you cooked them perfectly. That's a great dish.
Jerk lamb chop? Oh, yes.
It's very succulent and juicy.
You can taste the smokiness, but it's not too over the top.
They are the lamb gods.
As soon as I come through the door, you can smell the flavor.
So I'm here in Memphis, Tennessee, on BB King Boulevard, not too far from downtown. And I gotta tell you, when I pulled up, the first thing I thought is, this is like Strange Brew. I mean, here's this gigantic beer brewing factory, and this thing is huge. And I hear inside they got a little pizza joint that is scratch making just about everything. I'm hungry and I want a beer. This is Little Betty at Wiseacre Brewing.
Got a skinny Chicago up for Sandy.
This is a special place in Memphis.
Way above par than you'd expect, especially at a brewery.
Got kimchi hush puppies, pretzel nugs.
What makes the menu different?
I mean, they're definitely not afraid to play around.
And the game that brothers Kellen and Dave and Bartosh are playing along with Chef Jared Riddle is go big or go home. This is gigantic.
This one opened March of 2020. Jared's been here for a couple of years now making amazing food.
How many different beers are you making?
We try to keep 25-ish on tap here.
We use our beer wort in our pizza dough. That's a kind of a unique thing that we bring to the table.
All right, what are we gonna make today?
The Thud Butt Pizza and the
The what?
Thud Butt.
You are some weird dudes.
Thud butt up. It's a mortadella with a ricotta base, crushed pistachio, black pepper honey, stracciatella cheese.
In your world, what makes great pizza?
If you don't have good dough, you don't have good pizza. Start it with our poolish.
Room temp water, bloom the yeast, high gluten flour.
We'll let that rest for 12 hours. Well, now we're gonna make our pizza dough. We're gonna start with water, and we're gonna add beer wort and ice.
What is wort?
It's like a sugar water that feeds the yeast, and
Okay.
then that produces the alcohol in
Got
beer.
it, got it.
Olive oil. And here's our poolish that we made. Then 3 flours. Double O flour, AP flour, and we've got a high gluten bread flour and salt.
Proof it, let it rest.
For about an hour before we portion it. Ideally, you're using it about 3 days after that.
All right, what are we into now, chef?
Ricotta cream, it's the base for the Thud butt. Ricotta, roasted garlic.
S&P?
Mix it up.
And a little heavy cream.
It won't quite all fit, so I'm gonna finish it in the bowl. Add more heavy cream. Now we're gonna make our stracciatella cheese.
So we're gonna get some hot water and some cheese curd and burn our hand. Well, he's gonna burn his hands.
Working this till we get some nice strands, and then we're gonna ball it up.
Now it'll tighten up.
So now we're gonna kind of break this off.
He's dancing while he's doing this. Did you notice that? He's got a little knee bend going.
Mix it with heavy cream and salt.
And a little bit of salt.
And then let that sit up. Now we're gonna make our pistachio crunch.
Pistachios?
They're toasted first. Brown butter solids.
I don't know this.
They're good on ice cream even.
Huh.
Butter and milk powder.
Crazy.
Really good.
And a little lemon zest. That's awesome. That on some yogurt.
Well, we've had pistachio ice cream a couple times.
You guys make ice cream too?
Well, it's soft serve.
They're gonna make a beer out of it next. All right, let's build this pie.
Extract the pizza now.
Boy, that is some gentle dough. Super tacky. You guys roll these out by hand every time? Flippy dippy hippie arm swinger.
And then this is the ricotta cream here.
Got it.
Mozzarella cheese.
Mortadella. You don't see that on pizza enough.
Just a little cheese on top to hold that mortadella down.
Should probably just do a small testing of the mortadella just to make sure that it's fresh. You want to look good on TV? You always feed the camera. There you go. What do you think? Off we go. What temp we running that oven at?
550, roughly 10 minutes. Well, let's finish this pizza off. I'm gonna cut it first. So this is our stracciatella, a healthy dollop.
The funky crunch, that's got to be one of my favorite parts of this.
I hit it with some pecorino and some black pepper honey.
And this is when it gets really weird.
Yeah.
How do we make that?
Toast some black peppercorns, mix that in with our honey.
Look at that. It's beautiful. It's weird. The dough is legit. The saltiness of the mortadella, the ricotta, nice and creamy, but not too much. But once you get to this crumble, the pistachios, that's where it gets crazy. Everything's fine. And what do? You drop the hammer and take me to black pepper honey. Bro, it's a different dimension of pizza. The only thing this pizza could be is this trippy. Dynamite pie.
All right, guys, we got Thud butt pizza coming up.
You've got the crunchy and the cheesy.
The crust is my favorite part.
The way that they do the crust.
It's a great chew, but not super heavy.
Perfect.
And with that cheese in the middle and being able to spread it around.
It's not regular pizza, it's a Thud butt.
The name alone.
You know on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives how I like to find the funkiest joints in town? Well, I found one here in Memphis, Tennessee, in a strip mall by the airport. It's a place called Uncle Lou's, and he's doing chicken one of my favorite ways, fried and dipped.
Oh, chicken number 123.
This is the best place to get chicken.
One homestyle, one dip.
Make the tongue slap your brains out.
Thanks for Uncle Lou's. Yeah, we got the honey dip, the home style, either the spicy.
One more.
You always come back to Uncle Lou's.
In the world of chicken, how does this rate?
Right at the very top.
It's awesome. It's better than home cooking.
It's Uncle Lou's home cooking.
So I've kind of been cooking just about all my life. Alrighty, 8 piece.
A few years ago,
You doing all right?
Lewis Martin opened his own joint.
What we got going now?
Doing chicken the way his great-grandmother did.
Can you get all this out by yourself?
And folks just went nuts.
I drove 30 miles to come eat.
No kidding.
That's how good it is.
The chicken and the sauce.
You gotta try this. This is bananas. And bananas is good. You know that, though, don't you?
And get this, he's even frying it whole.
Oh, my gosh.
And the crowd
How y'all doing?
keeps packing in.
How's it going, guys?
Good old-fashioned Southern chicken. You see the greasy hands and everything. This chicken is fresh, it's hot, and it's tasty.
Now, who made this recipe?
The basis came from my great-grandmother. All-purpose flour. Seems like quite a bit, doesn't it? It's black pepper.
What is this, a ratio of 2 to 1?
Close to like 3 to 1. A little salt. Got a little onion. A little garlic. Guess what the other one is?
Cinnamon.
Hey.
Is it cinnamon?
That's what it is.
I'm not
It's a
kidding
new one,
you.
isn't it?
That is the first. Okay, so we just dredge. Oh, so this doesn't go in a wash or anything?
No.
And this is how your grandma did it?
My great-grandmother.
Do you dredge it in the mixture to order?
We do. cook the order. You want to shake the excess off because we like to have a light coating.
Thigh first, then the drum, then the breast.
Wing.
Oh, you're gonna go wing, then the breast. So that breast is even gonna cook faster than that little wing ding.
Bingo.
And we play bingo.
12 minutes. Let me set the timer here. Good golden brown.
Hey, guess who's dumb enough to take a bite of that right now?
Nobody.
Evidently you haven't seen the show.
That's home style.
Home style. That's good.
Thank you.
Good crunch.
That's why we don't do the egg wash.
You cook that chicken skin, that's that crunchy chicken skin that people like. I can hear that sauce calling my name.
It has to be something special he puts in the sauce. It's not like any chicken I've ever had anywhere else.
Is it like a barbecue sauce?
No, it's more like a buffalo wing sauce.
Whose recipe is this?
This one is mine.
This is yours?
This one is mine. Red wine vinegar, Louisiana Cajun chef.
We're still in Tennessee though, right?
We're still in Tennessee.
Now what do we add?
Those are spices gonna go in the bigs.
Garlic, chili powder, or wow, chili powder. Wow. Salt. I love paprika.
That paprika.
It's gotta be onion, celery salt. That's the sugar, lemon pepper. Smoke.
Hickory smoke. All righty. This is called corruption.
This is called the corruption?
Corruption. Once you've tasted it, you've been corrupted.
Really?
Bingo.
Bingo. In?
In. As soon as it comes to a boil, I try to get the corruption in as soon as possible because we don't want the vinegar to evaporate.
Now when's the honey going?
Right now.
We turn off the heat?
And then we double honey. Honey dip sauce.
Yeah.
Complete.
Oh.
Different.
No, money. That's like sweet, spicy love.
Note that. Name change. No longer honey dip sauce. Sweet spicy love.
It's gonna go in our sauce? Do we ladle over the...
We call it honey dip, not honey ladled.
That's it. Oh, look at that. Wow, man. You're close to getting a hug right now. We're just gonna leave it at that.
All right.
You get the vinegar, backs up with the sweetness.
And just a little heat.
Want a little more heat?
I gotta try more spicy.
No problem. Uncle Lou's got that too.
We have a less spicy and a more spicy.
Do you just have spicy?
Spicy is the less spicy.
You gotta start with a spicy.
Right, and then we made a more spicy, which made the original spicy less spicy.
Did I just buy that street? How do we make it more spicy?
200 heat cayenne pepper.
That's what I'm talking about.
Just hot enough to make you thirsty. Won't make your hair stand on end.
Just let you... Wow, done.
Exactly.
I knew you understood.
And Uncle Lou's no one-hit wonder.
2 jumbo cheeseburgers.
Folks are loving whatever he's cooking. Like honey-dipped fried bologna.
When I say good, it is good.
And a dipped smoked sausage sandwich.
Just soaks in the bread and it's great.
A jumbo cheeseburger?
It's just a cheeseburger to have.
He makes a real good monster burger here.
But even with all that,
Stuff gets better every time I eat here.
the name is still Uncle Lou's Fried Chicken. And he's taking it to the max.
Whole fried chicken?
That's our signature item. I can sign with that.
Must make a mess on paper. So we're gonna inject the bird.
Cajun Creole butter.
Like something you buy. So you move it around a little bit, there you go. But you don't go through the skin because then it can have a chance to leak. Now you have to be a little bit choosy about the marinade you do because it's got a bunch of sugar in it or burn your oil.
Exactly. Legs and thighs first.
40 minutes?
40 minutes.
You gonna dunk it or serve it?
We're gonna dunk it.
Look at that.
That, the magic.
The corruption. By the way, I am taking the corruption home with me.
Aye.
Oh my gosh. You can really pick up the flavor of that garlic butter.
You really don't need a knife.
Look how tender and juicy that is. And that's it's not really oily. I think people think, oh, you fried it, it's gotta be all oily. Take our first family photo. Looks like us, doesn't it? You're off the chain, man, I gotta tell you. Wow, that's good. This is like real chicken.
Oh, exactly.
What do you think?
Oh, it is. It's very good chicken.
Oh, it's great. It's wonderful.
Hot wings here are great.
Mama don't even cook it better than that.
You ever had this chicken? It's crazy. You got a lot to be proud of.
Thank you.
If you live within 300 miles of this joint, you should be getting yourself over here right quick now. You know what I do?
What?
Chicken's free. Napkins are $500 each.